What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here, as always, with the enlightening Will Leahey. What's happening, Will?
Ninja, I want to talk a little bit about Emmanuel Clase. And the reason I want to talk about Clase is because he rules. This guy is, one of the best pitchers of baseball the last handful of years, but he's the best closer we got going, and one of the greatest closers of all time. I know you've had some back and forth with some people online about this because I guess people don't realize this. It might be small market. I'm not sure what it is, but Ninja, why is Emmanuel Clase so great? And maybe tell us how great he actually is.
Dude is freaking great. Yeah, I was trying to educate some folks on Instagram after I posted this ridiculous 3-pitch sequence. Look at this stuff. This is one of my favorite pitches in baseball, low-key, and I don't think I give it enough credit. But when Clase throws a cutter right at a right-handed hitter and stands them straight up and it catches the zone, it's one of my favorite things because you're sitting there thinking you're going to wear like 100 miles an hour, and meanwhile, it's in the zone. It's a strike. I don't know why people don't recognize his greatness. I think it has something to do with pitching in Cleveland. Another thing to do with he doesn't strike out a ridiculous number of hitters. Like he's in the 8 to 10 range per 9. And, the Edwin Diaz was spectacular with like 18 Ks per 9. Someone like Aroldis Chapman at the height of his powers, same thing. So he's not a big K machine. The cutter gets off hitters' barrels because of that movement that it has. You're expecting it to run and it doesn't. And it's very, very tough to square up. He has 2 different pitches, his slider and cutter, that both hitters are hitting only 150 against. Just filthy stuff. And he doesn't walk anybody. He's walked 6 hitters all season. That combined makes for ridiculous stats. His ERA this year is 0.73. His ERA plus 5.56. His whip this year, 0.649. This is trending towards all-time great closer seasons, up with the Dennis Eckersley's best year. Mariano never had a year like this. Blake Trinan's best year. Zach Britton's best year. But those years were kind of like flash in the pan almost years, like really outstanding. He's done this over and over again. Clase's career ERA, 1.78. Mariano's career ERA, 2.21. Now, he hasn't won the championships that Rivera has. Hasn't done it for as many years, but Lord, put some respect on Emmanuel Clase's name. And look at this sequence. This sequence is basically enough to put you in the Hall of Fame. This is just pure fantastic stuff. Now on to my whip around the league. I'm going to start out with Gavin Williams, who had 8 Ks and 5 scoreless innings, giving up 2 hits as the Guardians whitewashed the Tigers 5-0. He had these elevated heaters, these curveballs. Here's an overlay of his fastball and curveball. See what makes him so tough to hit. And Will, this is another dude that I am just all in on. I just think he's going to be a stud pitcher. He is a horse, throws gas, hammer curveball, and he's proven it. He faced Tyler Holton, who was the opener, who had 1 K and 2 2/3 scoreless innings, and had this changeup. Edward Cabrera had 7 Ks and 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these sinkers up to 99 miles an hour, and this 95.1 mile an hour changeup, as well as these curveballs. If he ever dials in his command, this dude is going to be tough for anybody to hit. But still, the Rays stung the Marlins 9-3. He faced Jeffrey Springs, who had 3 Ks and 3 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these changeups. Justin Steele had 7 Ks and 5 innings, giving up 5 runs, as the Reds beat the Cubs 6-3. He had these sliders. Will Warren had 6 Ks and 5 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. The Yankees beat the Phillies 7-6. Warren started out shaky, but honestly, his stuff is kind of low-key filthy. Look at these changeups, these sweepers. Look at the movement on that. I have a home plate view of this sweeper, and you can see why as a hitter you might take this because you think you're going to wear it, and it ends up in the zone. And then he had this cutter too. He faced Aaron Nola, who had 4 Ks and 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, had this backdoor 2-seamer, this changeup, and knuckle curves. The Mariners beat the Red Sox 10-6. Luis Castillo had 4 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this 2-seamer and slider. He faced James Paxton, who had 5 Ks and 4 1/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, and had these knuckle curves.
He was trying to show out for the new squad, Ninja, and he just couldn't get it done.
The D-backs absolutely murderlated the Nats yesterday, 17-0. Ryan Nelson had 9 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings, giving up 2 hits. It is painted fastball and slider. Patrick Corbin, well, Patrick, this was bad, Patrick. 3 innings, 10 earned runs. His ERA right now, 5.88. You know, I was giving him some credit, had some good outings, and then he shat the bed here. Terrible stuff. J.P. Sears had 9 Ks and 7 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. Relied mostly on these fastballs and changeups, but a really good outing from J.P. Sears. Faced Robbie Ray, Mr. Tight Pants himself, who had 4 Ks and 4 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had this knuckle curve for a sword, and these fastballs, and I love the grunt on his fastball. Listen to this. You can hear this around the whole stadium.
Got him.
Bailey Falter had 3 Ks and 5 1/3 innings, giving up 1 earned run, and had this curveball and slider as the Pirates slashed the Astros 6-2. He faced Hunter Brown, who was okay yesterday with 8 strikeouts and 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 earned runs, though, and had these knuckle curves. Tyler Glasnow had 8 Ks and 7 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this fastball, curveballs, and sliders. He faced Matt Waldron, who had 6 Ks and 4 innings. Started out this game terribly, giving up 5 runs, but fought through it. I love seeing this from my pitchers, and because he fought through this, he helped the Padres come back late and win this game 6-5. He had this fastball and sweeper, but what do we talk about when we talk about Matt Waldron, Will?
Knuckle sandwiches, Ninja.
We do. He had these knuckleballs, including this one that I think corkscrewed on the way to the plate. Absolute filth, uncatchable, unhittable, unbelievable. Matt Waldron, I love your The Angels soared past the Rockies 10-7. Griffin Canning had a number of the beast game. Yes, 6 strikeouts and 6 innings, giving up 6 runs.
666.
He had these sliders and changeups. He faced Cal Quantrill, Mr. Dirty Mouth himself. He had 4 Ks and 3 2/3 innings, giving up 7 runs, and he it in the parking lot with this sinker and cutter. The Cardinals flew past the Rangers 9-1. Lance Lynn had 3 Ks and 5 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this cutter and made this awesome play on this pop-up. Look at this. Pitchers are indeed athletes. He faced Max Scherzer, who had 5 Ks and 4 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had this fastball and changeup. The Royals slipped past the White Sox 4-3. Michael Wacha had 5 Ks and 7 innings, giving up 2 runs, had these changeups and backdoor cutter. He faced good old Johnny Cannon, who had 2 Ks and 7 innings, giving up 1 run on 1 hit, had this sweeper. 1 run on 1 hit, 7 innings for the White Sox. And what did they do? like, this is so not fair to my pitchers. You do that and you still can't win. And poor Garrett Crochet, he's stuck on this dog shit team. I feel bad for Garrett Crochet. I feel bad for me because I have to actually watch this because I love watching Garrett Crochet and I hate watching the White Sox. The Braves chopped the Brewers 5-1. Bryce Elder had an excellent outing yesterday with 7 strikeouts and 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run and had these sliders. He faced Joe Ross, no relation to Bob Ross, who had 4 Ks and 5 innings, giving up 5 runs and had this slider. The Orioles beat the Blue Jays 6-2. Corbin Burnes looked really good yesterday. He had 7 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. His velo was up about 1.5 miles this game, and it made all of his pitches that much better. This is really good, Corbin Burnes. This is a Corbin Burnes that I've been waiting for all season. I'm sensing a breakout for Corbin Burnes. And a breakout for Corbin Burnes when he's already on a Cy Young pace, watch out. He had these cutters, this curveball for a sword, this slider for a sword, these changeups. And here's an overlay of a slider and changeup. And this looks like it crisscrosses twice. I really thought I saw glimpses of brilliant Corbin Burnes back. Made me feel happy, Will. He faced Chris Bassett, who had 3 Ks and 4 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had this 2-seamer and this cutter on a strike him out, throw him out double play. David Festa had 6 Ks and 5 innings, giving up 2 runs, had this fastball and changeups. And he faced yesterday's Filthiest starting pitcher of the day, Sean Manaea, who had 11 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 2 hits. He had these fastballs and wicked sweepers, and this awesome dance with Harrison Bader. It's so romantic. And the Mets shut out the Twins 2-0 behind Manaea's greatness. Now on to my filthiest relievers. Griffin Jax had this nasty sweeper. Justin Martinez, this 100-mile-an-hour sinker. Ben Joyce had this 99-mile-an-hour splinker, another scoreless outing for Ben Joyce. Andres Munoz had this fastball and slider and this game-ending K that wasn't a game-ending K. You can hear, I thought the home plate umpire said strike. So did Cal Raleigh. So did Andres Munoz. They go in ready to celebrate, but nope. Celebratus interruptus, Will.
It's a little premature.
Little premature. I wouldn't know anything about that. Jeremiah Estrada had these chitters. Ohtani vehemently disagreed with this call strike, going, nope, 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 nope. But was it a strike? Yep. Shohei, not going to make a good umpire. Sir Anthony Dominguez had this painted 98-mile-an-hour heater. Robert Suarez had these fastballs and picked up a sword. Blake Trinan gave up 2 home runs, but also had these 2 ridiculous overlays. Holy shit. This sinker and slider overlay, look at this. Starts out right down the middle, ends up on opposite sides of the plate. And then this one, you got the old crisscross thing here going. Like, even bad Blake Trinan is ridiculous. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day. At number 5, Gavin Williams and all of his stuff, especially his hammer curveballs. At number 4, Matt Waldron and his corkscrew knuckleball. At number 3, Sean Manaea and his sweepers. Number 2, Corbin Burnes, back to being the elite Corbin Burnes that I know and love, including this ridiculous overlay. And at number 1, Emmanuel Clase in this absolute war crime sequence, 3-pitch K to J-Hen, filth. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. I'd mentioned Corbin Burnes was on one yesterday. I freaking love smartass Corbin Burnes. Colton Cowser holds up the ball like he made a great catch. And Corbin Burnes with the mock excitement here. Tip of the cap, Corbin. My picks of the day today, I'm going to start out with Luis Severino for 5 Ks or more. Then take Zach Gallen for 5 Ks or more. Taj Bradley for 6 Ks or more, and top it off with Nick Lodolo for 6 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?